What's up, everybody? It's your girl Q Wine, and I am back really late with the Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 13, chapter 1 reset. Where this whole trip was some BS. They definitely was dropping it on Drew. Okay, shout out to dropping it with Drew. Okay, listen. I need y'all to go around there, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video that I drop. And, like, really make sure you guys are liking the videos so I can, like, stay in the algorithm of things, and just, I'm sorry, y'all, just kind of keep me going. Okay? Okay. Like, this wasn't much. It wasn't much, but, I'm going to just give what I'm going to give. Okay? So the episode starts with Shamia. Everybody's bringing all the things to her, so they can collect, so they can go on a trip to Grenada. She talks to her daughter about, giving back, and it's good to be a blessing. You are blessed when you are a blessing. And it was a lot of stuff that Shamia has given away. It was like boxes on top of boxes, which I'm not even mad at. Bread comes with two rolls, like 2 packages of toilet paper in like a single roll. Girl was like, what? And then she said, well, I have somebody bringing some stuff later. Shamia was like, well, you can have, they need to bring it here in like an hour. So I was like, listen, in the spirit of name changing, because everybody has a name, we're going to call her Broke Edie, okay? Broke Edie, okay? If I forget, because most of the time I will forget and just call her Break. But we're just going to go ahead and call her Broke Edie, okay? Like, because, like, she just really been doing the most, if you ask me. But this the same girl, and I'm not even going to spend all this time on Brit, but this the same girl who claimed in the beginning she was that girl, she was rich, and, and even with this last week debacle, then you roll up in here with a box, walking like, to me, it looked like she was walking like the box was heavy, and it was like 2 packs of toilet paper in a single roll. I think that's what I saw. Now, if I'm tripping, y'all, just drop it down in the comments and let me know what you saw. But I think that's what I saw. I will say she brought some name brand toilet paper. Okay, all right. So Shamia, next scene, Shamia's still, they talk, and she's still acting like she's a victim, with Drew calling her a lap dog. Shamia, please. Like, girl, we don't have time for this. So Shamia tells them that the conversation with Portia went well, and I was like, Shamia, were you present for that same conversation? Because your friend was playing in your face. But we're just gonna let that slide. Like, it just, it is what it is. So Portia meets with Drew. Drew says she's having an album release. Once again, Portia claims she was upset with Drew about working with Dennis. To me, it's all BS. Drew tried to talk to her about meeting with Ralph. Nobody was listening. They both were, it was just on BS for me. You can tell that Portia did not want to be there, and you can kind of tell that Drew was like being Drew and being a little condescending. If you ask me, if you ask me, but I wasn't mad at it. I'm not mad at whatever Drew gives her. I'm not mad. I'm just not. Like, I don't care at this point. I really don't care at this point. So Portia didn't want to be there. She keeps creating an issue, I feel like, where there is none. We get to Kelly, y'all know, fake ass Kelly, aka Lil Kim. When I tell y'all Cha looks stupid as, okay, that's it, that's all. So fake ass Kelly, aka Lil Kim, is really just not giving a storyline at this point. She's not really talking about her stuff. But Uncle Lamont is fine as a mother. Sorry. Hey, Lamont. I I just wanted to throw that out there because I think he is fine in my Kenya voice, okay? So, Uncle Lamont tells Kelly, which is Kelly's brother, he tells her that he FaceTime raggedy ass Mark. And Mark don't want to comply when it comes to raising his own children, which he is trash with his ugly ass, okay? At this point, I just feel like Mark can go to hell. And for that, I really feel bad for Kelly because Kelly didn't bring these kids in on her own. She didn't make these kids by herself. So why should she have to take care of him? Why should she have to take care of them by herself? But that is just him making her pay in ways like some of these just do. Okay? You are making this woman pay because you're mad at her. Like, those kids don't have nothing to do with you and her. Like she said, if you want to treat me poorly, treat me poorly. But don't treat your girls poorly. But you know what? I do feel like sometimes that's for the best. Your girls don't even need to be around that. And I'm just being completely serious. So everybody's, packing up for the airport, getting to the airport. Phaedra says Angela looks old. Hopefully her personality will make up for her youthfulness. And I was just like, I know the mother, you lying. Phaedra, you came on your first season looking old as with all them gap. Again, I have a gap, okay, but Phaedra had many. Okay, I just have one. Okay, you came on here looking how you looked. Okay, like Angela looks great, but of course it's gonna continuously give mean girl. But you want to point out other people in their mean girlness. Girl, go to hell. Okay, So everybody gets in their different Sprinter vans, of course. Phaedra, messy. Who's beefing? Bitch, you don't even know these people. The first thing you asking is who's beefing instead of just actually getting to know them. Girl, like she has no substance here but to be a shit starter, a messy shit starter who wants to shave people in her confessional, but not in front of them. So whatever. Drew tells Phaedra that, I guess Shamia got this little thing going on. Shamia was talking about her, and which is true. Drew had not said anything about Shamia. Shamia, again, picked up this beef by way of her friend. Everything you have going on with Drew was by way of your friend. And even with Kelly. Whatever it is you have going on with Drew is by way of Shamia, by way of Portia. So this lady don't have a problem with y'all, even with Portia. Portia don't have a problem. I mean, Drew don't have a problem with Portia. It's the other way around. But how much should someone actually sit there and take? Like, I hope y'all think this lady ain't supposed to sit here and take this. Like, no. And I'm not mad at Drew for not laying down and just taking stuff. No. Go toe to toe with them. So everybody get out the Sprinter van. Kelly got on this little bitty ass skirt, and you can see half of her crotch in the damn skirt. Girl, pull your skirt down. Stupid ass. Like, I don't like Kelly. Okay, I just don't. Okay, I don't like surround sound. I don't like Lil Kim. I don't like her fake ass. So of course, the rooms are really, really nice. They did an amazing job with the rooms and with all of that, with the room situation. Kelly, Shamia room up, of course. Britt and Phaedra, Angela and Portia, Drew and Cynthia. But of course, Drew and Cynthia's room have another bunk bed, which to me, if you're asking me, I feel like it was a setup. I feel like the way they did it was a setup because they didn't want Angela in it. Like, I mean, it was favorable to everybody else, but it was bullshit, if you ask me. Again, Shamia is really sitting here acting confused about, she talks to Kelly about the post Drew put on her social media, on her Instagram or whatever, And she's sitting there acting confused, like, I just don't understand. She added you. What was she not supposed? Was she not supposed to? Because if I'm talking directly to you, I am going to add you. I'm not gonna sit here and make you guess, bitch. I'm gonna add you. I'm gonna add you, or whatever they call it. Add, and not add. Add. I'm gonna add you. Okay. So Drew run the bigger bed, but she decided to swap it off with Cynthia, which was really, really nice. But I would have been like, girl, fuck you, because I'm not swapping my bed with you. You can sleep in a twin bed. I help you push them together. Anyway, Drew is a better woman than me. So Cynthia talks about she got a young boo. Don't know how old he is. I really don't care. He have some long dreads. Saw all the dreads on the picture, but of course we can't see his face, girl. As long as you don't marry him. Okay, as long as you don't marry him, you do what you need to do to get your off, and just let it be that. Okay, let it be that. Okay, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. So Cynthia asked Drew if she's dating. Drew says no, she's just meeting people, and this is the part that I don't like. If I'm telling y'all I'm not dating, stop trying to shove some nigga down my throat. Okay, if she just says that she's just meeting people, then let that be that. Let this lady get past this old raggedy ass nigga, and then later on she'll meet another raggedy ass nigga. Okay, it is what it is. Drew says, she had to sit down with Portia. It only lasted for 15 minutes. Cynthia says thinks that, they're even. And I would just want to say, Cynthia, your mediating skills are piss poor and you are full of shit, because Portia clearly met with Ralph on some get back type BS, because you just said it. You just said Portia always want to get her lick back. And this lady is actually working with Dennis. All that baby daddies hit different. Girl, I'm telling y'all, somebody come and tell me, I was working with your baby daddy. Baby, I don't give a damn. I don't care. That's just the way work is work. Even if the people say, hey, I saw what this person got going on outside of me has nothing to do with me. I feel like if he's making money to support our kid, that is all that matters. Anyway, I just cannot with this lady has never, Cynthia does not hold Portia accountable. Not in this season. Let me say that. In this season. So, Shamia's luggage got stolen, or it hadn't arrived. It was still in Atlanta. Baby, the clothes you had in there was a hot ass garbage mess, so it don't even matter. Girl, bye, Shamia. Anyway, Angela is celebrating her 8-year anniversary out here with the ladies, and she not with Charles. Girl, but I guess Charles probably ain't even want to be bothered. Y'all know how Charles is. I told y'all I call him Charles, CHAWLS, and not CHARLLES. I call him Charles, okay? Never said Charles. I'ma say Charles, okay? And Kelly over here getting happy endings. Girl, where you get them from? Okay. Anyway, everybody's sitting at the table. Fake ass Kelly, aka Lil Kim, decides to bring up Drew and Shamia's beef. Shamia's trying to explain herself out of a paper bag because she consistently tries to be the victim. Drew was like, we back at this again. Whatever. So then Phaedra said, she tries to butt in and say, do you think that they will not go back and tell Portia what was said? Angela was like, let me stop you right there, because we did not ask her. She gave us this information. So mind your business. While you sitting here trying to take up for your raggedy ass friend, trying to make it seem like these ladies ain't, it's all that one over there across the table, okay? This part really aggravated me. So Kelly tells Drew she has an issue with everybody at the table except for Angela. I mean, except for what's her name? Cynthia. And I was like, in this moment, it made me realize that Kelly is the puppet of production. I've been realized that, but now I really realize that. And I would have told Surround Sound, bitch, shut up. Okay? Like, don't come at me. But Drew handled it with class. Her and Portia had the conversation. And Portia was like, well, I don't have a problem with Drew. I have a girl. Then she said Drew was dating somebody named Black. Once again, you're putting out narratives, whether it's true or not. You're putting out narratives about this woman, knowing she's going through a nasty divorce with this jerk over here. And when I tell y'all, Portia is a miserable bitch. And I just cannot. I cannot, like, the way I will pop her in them big ass Mr. Ed horse teeth or veneers or whatever they are. Like, I will pop that hoe. Okay, because like she was just doing too much. And for me, I personally don't feel like Drew needs to apologize to any one of these heifers no more. Like, no. Apology over. Like, y'all can go directly to hell. You hoes have a problem with me. You hoes are fans of moi. Okay? You hoes are the issue and not me. Okay? Drew, sister, girl, call me. So, but y'all know I like Drew because Drew be trying to keep it cute. Y'all know this is a Drew little fan page. Okay, I love Drew. Okay, I told y'all listen, before the Housewives came on today, I watched the movie on Tubi, the adopted movie with Drew. They adopted this little badass little boy. Baby, he done shot the people. Baby, y'all got to go watch it. It's on Tubi. It's called Adopted. All right, like, Drew was doing a little bit overacting, like, oh my God, baby, oh my God, he is so perfect. Like, listen, but my girl got her bag. Okay, y'all gonna stop playing with Drew. Okay, I'm here to defend Drew. Anyway, Britt, girl, what I said her name was Broke Edie, said that her husband Mike, I think is he Mike too? I think his name Mike. I don't know. They call him the Lavender. Okay, so I'm gonna call him Lavender Boy. Britt Edie's husband, Lavender Boy, said to what's her name, Phaedra. First of all, you telling her this like you really owe her an explanation, like, really pissed me off. Okay, because Phaedra being on there is pissing me off anyway. And so, for you to tell her all that, like, that wasn't even necessary. Like, it wasn't necessary. So, Britt told her that Lavender Boy called Mike. Had Apollo and Shireen there. They was invited to her raggedy ass event with no food. Okay? Shamia was like, Britt need to read the room. And then she made a comment, shaded her about not having the food at the place or whatever. And I was like, I can't do this. I'm tired. This is where the episode ended. Next week, look like Britt in as long as y'all get the heat off of my girl Drew, Britt and Shamia gonna get into it next week. Like, I'm really just not liking Shamia. I really don't. I did. It was always touch and go with her, but until she get in her own bag, I guess I have to learn to like her. But right now, I'm just not really seeing it for her this season. Yeah, and this what it. Oh, sorry, y'all. This what the episode ended. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Bye.